All righty. Good afternoon, each and every one of you. Hey, thanks for tuning in today to the Boys and Girls Club of Albany College Talk 101. This will be a very exciting day. Today we have none other than Tennessee State University joining us today, which is a public institution historically known for its impact on the Nashville, Tennessee area. It is a Thurgood Marshall College as well. And so we're so excited to have them on today. For many of you that do not know, Tennessee State University plays a huge impact and role across Tennessee and surrounding areas. One of our great university presidents from Albany State, Miss Portia Holmes Shields, was one of the presidents of Tennessee State University as well. And so we're so excited to have them on and share with us today. So I'm going to share this quick video with you to allow you to experience some of the Tennessee State University life, and then we will bring on Miss Stacy.
Welcome to Tennessee State University, one of America's premier universities of higher learning and a renowned HBCU. TSU sits in the heart of America's new hit city, the Music City, Nashville, Tennessee, home of the Tennessee Titans, the Nashville Predators, and our beautiful 500-acre main campus, which rests on the shores of the Cumberland River. At TSU, Nashville's only public university, we embrace our institution's rich heritage and take pride in our legacy of producing impactful, innovative, and successful alums.
Good afternoon and welcome to TSU TV News.
Take a stroll down Greek Road, explore our impressive architecture and state of come experience TSU, where our students think, work, and serve.
A hub for all student activities, student support services, and student health services, the Floyd Payne Campus Center is a complete TSU student life experience. The four-story building is home to the financial aid department, admissions, records, as well as student organizations and intramural sports and recreation. Also located in this building is the bookstore, which also provides an online shopping option. In this building, there are several food options, including the cafe, food court, and a convenience store. In honor of our historical AFROTC, this fighter jet adorns our campus center's south entrance, which is also where our distinguished Air Force ROTC Detachment 790 is located.
All right. Hello, Miss Stacy. How are you?
I'm well. How are you today?
I'm great. Listen, it's such an honor to have you to come on today to share. With not just Boys and Girls Club of Albany teens and high school students, but across America, all Boys and Girls Club members are tuned in today. And so we're so excited to have you on today and to represent Tennessee State University Titans. Hey, listen, as watching that introduction video, it took me back to homecoming of last year.
There's no homecoming like TSU.
And so I'll just start off and allowing you to introduce yourself to our listeners and viewers and just share some information about yourself.
Absolutely. Well, again, I'm Stacy Abercrombie. I'm the regional admissions recruiter for Tennessee State University, located in Nashville, Tennessee. I have the charge to recruit students across the world, including Georgia. Georgia is my hometown. I'm a native of Atlanta. So my job is to go out and recruit the best students in Georgia and have them attend Tennessee State University in Nashville.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you have a huge responsibility, with you being a Georgia native.
Yes.
So let's talk for a few moments about what are some of the new changes or new requirements that students can look forward to during this COVID-19 process as far as admissions.
During this COVID-19 pandemic, we know that families across the world are experiencing some major changes, including those changes are not being able to possibly continue to take the SAT and the ACT. So at Tennessee State University, as we strive to get the best students, we also want to make sure that we are fair in the process. So due to COVID-19, we are waiving test scores. So if there are any students that are still seeking admissions for the fall 2020 semester, we do strongly encourage you to submit an application and also your high school transcript. That can be done by sending it directly to me, to my email, sabercro@tnstate.edu, and I can respond pretty quickly with an admissions.
Okay, and you mentioned about the application fee being waived. Is ACT and SAT still a requirement for the students?
Actually, the application fee is not waived. The ACT and the
Okay,
SAT scores are waived. Um,
okay,
yes, the payment can be deferred until enrollment. However, those test scores are waived.
okay. All right, so that's good information to know. So, how much are the application fee?
The application fee is $25. And we also do accept students to apply through the Common App. And with Common App, you're able to apply for various colleges. However, we want you to choose TSU as your first choice.
Okay. And so, with looking at all the changes that has been made with COVID and the new requirements of you waiving SAT and ACT, what are some of the things that the admissions team and financial aid are providing for first generation students as far as assistance into enrollment and financial aid?
We do have a Pacific department in addition to our admissions and recruiting office. We have a department that is specialized just for our first year students, which is our new student programs. Our new student program department works one-on-one with students to ensure that they are in the right classes for their first year at TSU. So those students are able to work closely with those representatives to ensure that their transition is smooth. In addition to that, our admissions and our financial aid office, we're working one-on-one with families via Zoom to ensure that the students are equipped with all of the tools to accept or deny their loans to make sure that they are prepared for the fall.
So, do Tennessee State charges out of state tuition fee for Georgia resident students?
Depending on the location of the student's high school, we do have something that is unique. What we have is something called a 250-mile radius program. That means
Okay.
if your school, your high school is located within 250 miles, you are given a discount, and that discount is very compatible to our in-state tuition.
Okay. So, let's talk for a moment about the school in general. What is Tennessee State system? Is it on a quarter system or semester school?
Tennessee State is on a semester. For example, the semesters may run from the first week of August. So if students enroll now, fall 2020, August, their first semester will go through possibly the second week of December, then your finals, and then you're home for the holidays. So our semester, we're on the semester system, and your first semester will start in August through December.
Okay. So, during these semester based, and especially for first generation students, and high school students as well that are listening and their parents, um, is it recommended or encouraged for students to actually consider just doing one major or dual majors as a freshman?
As a freshman, I would strongly suggest that student come in with an open mind. If they
Mhm.
already know what their major of interest is, go ahead and declare it. But that first year, you're taking courses that can be used for any major. As far as double majors, I encourage it if that's an interest, but it does not have to be declared that first year.
Okay. Okay. And so I want our listeners to understand that, and as I do every week, is that these colleges and institutions really have a game plan together, I would say, of how to make that transition from high school to college really successful and smooth. And listening to you talk about Tennessee State and the 250-mile radius program, that's good knowledge to know for our listeners and viewers, because we have Boys and Girls Club members and community people that's tuned in from across the country. And truth be told, a lot of seniors didn't get a chance to go on college tours because spring break had to be canceled and shortened for a lot of people. So let's talk in a little more detail about what type of financial aid does Tennessee State offer? Are there access to scholarships or any type of hope or pell that Tennessee State students can tap into?
At Tennessee State, we do offer grants and loans, and all of that is determined through the free application, which is known as FAFSA. In the admissions office, we do offer scholarships, which are based totally on academic merit, meaning that there's a grade point average requirement, and that is determined through my department. So we have a team that reviews transcripts to determine who meets those requirements, and then we offer scholarships based on that. In response to Hope, we do not honor Hope because Hope is a grant which is for Georgia schools. However, we do have other competitive scholarships that are available.
Okay. Okay. And that was one of the questions that one of our high school seniors just asked. And one of the things that I often brag about and commend our class of 2020 seniors on is just we have 13 across the board for our organization, and all 10 of them have over a 3.6 GPA. And out of that 13, at least eight of them are dual enrolled students. So they graduated with a high school diploma and their certificate from Albany Technical College in their respected area field. So they're smart individuals. So one of them submitted a question and asked, is work study program available to freshmen on campus?
Absolutely. We do offer work study, and those applications are available on our website. And also, when you are going through the financial aid process, that information is also offered at that time. But I want to commend those students. Those grade point averages are very impressive. So that is good to know. And when we have students with that type of accolades, we want to make sure that we do offer some type of academic merit scholarships through our department.
All right, listeners. So y'all hear that now. Y'all got to be on it.
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely.
So for parents that are listening, and I know with you being a parent as well, um, parents are really concerned about students being able to access tutoring services. With school being closed down and switching to virtual learning, and for some students, this is a new opportunity for them to do online learning. So which prepares them for online classes for college. So what type of tutoring services are available to students?
We do have a student success department. That student success department works with all of our students. It works with the student that may need additional support. For example, if a student has a medical condition which requires a 504 plan, as most public schools are aware of, or an individual educational plan, which we know of as an IEP. So all of those supports were in place prior to COVID-19. So with COVID-19, we've just layered up a little more. So we're able to provide those same supports via online classes. The professors work closely with the student success department to make sure that that student is prepared, whether it's extended time, extra tutoring, but we have a department dedicated for student success.
And so is there is there a certain requirement for students that are freshmen to maintain a certain GPA throughout their freshman year to be classified as a sophomore?
That is determined based upon our financial aid office. Students must maintain, I believe, I don't want to quote it, but I want to say it may be a 2.0 in order to qualify for grants and loans. To be classified as a sophomore is dependent on the number of credits. So as you matriculate and gain credits, that determine your classification.
Okay, okay. So, any new things that you would like to share that you all are developing? You have seen work for freshmen that you have worked with.
What works best is students communicating with their advisor in new student programs. New student programs and the advisor, they all work interchangeable, and they prepare those students to be successful in those classes. And the way that they are successful is making sure that they are not overloading, meaning too many
Mhm.
classes, and then they are communicating with their professors.
So, when we talk about the academic part, a lot of students also want to know what are some of the highlight degree programs that Tennessee State has to offer.
We have pleather, but mainly I'm finding that students are going into, we're known for our biology degrees. Um, Students are very, very excited of the biology and the technology degrees.
Okay. One of our former club members, Adrian Wilson, was a student at Tennessee State University and just graduated recently.
Okay.
And so um, Tennessee State is really known for their biology program. She really brags on the professors challenging you and working with you doing your program and studies there. So
Awesome.
you mentioned about the freshman one-on-one program. Can you shed some light about more in the detail about what does that program kind of look like, if you don't mind?
Sure. From orientation, which starts in the month of June, and due to COVID-19, it will be done virtually this year. And once students are on campus, then we will have some face-to-face orientations. But it starts with orientation, just giving the students an overview on how their first semester should go. And that includes scheduling. It also includes information regarding the library, who to contact for what. So it starts in orientation and then it continues the entire first year.
Okay, okay. So what are some of the experiences that students can look forward to as far as the student life engagement at Tennessee State?
Student life is alive. Let me just say that. You have to, there's a piece of that. There has to be a balance with the student life and academics. Um,
Hmm.
of course, there are athletics, there are Greek clubs, there are social clubs. There is a lot to get involved as SGA. So we do offer a great balance for all of our students.
Okay, okay. So do you believe that Tennessee State really has an awesome program that's set aside for freshmen to really become successful? Because a lot of parents are really concerned about sending their children off, even with the COVID, and even just making sure that they have a balanced life for freshmen and going into college. So you mentioned earlier about the support team. Are there any other resources available to students that you can think of that really help guide them? Any peer-to-peer mentorship that takes place?
We do have peer-to-peer mentoring available, and that is also connected with our new student program. And we have ambassadors for the school. Those ambassadors are those upperclassmen that have proven themselves to be leaders of the school. And our new students can always partner with them through our new student programs.
Okay, okay. because what I want to do is I want to ease the parents' minds and tension, and to really look at the opportunities that Tennessee State offers, the different programs and resources that are provided to students. And when we talk about um, the liveliness of the student population, um, what is a rough estimate of the number of students that freshmen can look forward to?
Well, the college normally has a an estimate of 7,000 students, and that's from our undergrad.
Good number.
Great number.
So, how are class sizes? How are class setup? Are they more of hands-on? Are they more discussion based, or online classes or lectures?
The classes are blended, dependent on the class. Most of our freshman classes are more hands-on, but it depends on the class and the professor. The class size varies. Sometimes it could be 20 students, but it can range to 25 as well.
Okay, okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take a moment and just go back to the video, and just go to another sector. I just want to give everybody a chance to experience what I've seen at Tennessee State University and the wonderful things that they are doing. So just stay tuned for one moment.
Absolutely.
Welcome to Tennessee State University. I am Dr. Glenda Glover, president of this wonderful university. Here at TSU, you get the full campus experience from freshman move-in to commencement day. Our faculty and staff take you under their wings to help you soar. TSU has a rich history of graduating students to be successful global leaders, and I want you to be a part of that legacy, just as I was when I was a student here. So look around you and discover why TSU is for you.
So listening to a message from the president, who is also a former alum herself and student. So, what are some of the things that parents can look forward to with securing and leaving their children in the hands of Tennessee State professionals?
Tennessee State professionals are ones that make you feel like you're a part of a family. I am speaking from experience. From the top to the bottom, Dr. Glenda Glover is one that students can speak to directly. She has an open door policy, and she expresses that throughout the campus. So, therefore, the presidents, directors, and everyone follow suit.
And so, with sharing the wonderful things that Tennessee State are doing, are there any other things that you would like to share about Tennessee State University?
I would just like to say that Tennessee State University is a great public university, a historically Black college that many people have attended, and we offer the best.
All right, listen, I hear the best. And I can say their marching band is one like none other.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So I know we covered on this earlier, but I just got two text messages in from students and their parent. Um, how do students that are interested in music um, obtain music or band scholarships?
Those scholarships are offered directly from the director of the band or director of music. And I strongly encourage them to go to our website. The contact information for Dr. Reginald McDonald is also there.
Okay. And the same would go for athletics as well. Reaching out to the athletic staff.
Yes, absolutely.
One of the parents asked a question about internships and summer programs. How do the university assist students with finding internships and summer programs to do?
We do have a department that specializes in that, our career development department. And internships and summer programs are available for freshmen as well. I had one of our rising seniors, Braxton Simpson. She's from Atlanta, Georgia, and she went in with a plan at Tennessee State. And as a freshman, she was working at the Capitol. So there
Oh
are
wow.
opportunities available. Students have to be eager and they have to be focused because they are available.
Yeah, and I encourage all listeners, students and parents to really work closely with your students in their fall and spring semester of their freshman year to really make sure that they're on track to give them free way and trust the professional staff at Tennessee State University that their judgment of guiding them to make sure that they're on the track to graduation. Typically, how long are some of the degree programs? We know bachelor's lasts for takes 4 years to get a bachelor's, but are there some programs that take longer for students? And I know some of that is part of the student's academic track as well.
Absolutely. It all depends on the student academic track. However, all of the degrees require 4 years.
And so, how smoothly is the transition for students that are once they finish their 4 years to transition? Do Tennessee State offer master's degree program?
Yes, we do offer master's and specialist and a doctoral degree.
Okay, okay. That question came from one of our dual enrolled students
Okay.
who don't have much longer to finish to their bachelor's.
Yes,
So when we talk about roommates, one student submitted a question about roommate. Are students able to choose their roommates on campus, or do the housing department take care of that?
the student has the opportunity to select their choice of roommate when they submit their housing application. They will need to include the student's name and T number, and the other student will also need to include the other student's information for it to be considered.
Okay, okay. And so when we talk about again, everybody loves the video part about the marching band and the student life and the excitement. We mentioned earlier about the Greek life. Is Greek life a major part of, large part of the campus?
Yes, the Greek life is pretty large on the campus. It is.
Okay, okay. And so for all of the students, hey, that means that you got to go to class, you got to do your work, and when that time and day comes, then you'll know exactly what to do after that.
Absolutely.
We talked about, and I have our students each week to do research on the college that we'll have coming on our college talk. And so one of the students asked the question, what does it mean for Tennessee State to be a Thurgood Marshall institution?
It's an honor. It's an honor.
And what is that program like? What is that to do? I know about the scholarship process, but can you shed some light on that for our students?
It's very rigorous. It's a prestige level, and it's an honor to be a part of that. So if that's something you're interested in, please make it, a priority.
And it comes with a lot of work.
Yes, very rigorous, but you
It
can
comes
definitely obtain it.
it comes with a lot of work and a lot of requirement. And also, as we wrap up our conversation here, just three quick questions that I believe that will ease a lot of students' mind set about this whole college experience. For first generation students, what are some of the things from your experience that you can share to first generation students to really give them motivation and to embarking upon this new journey?
As the students embark this journey, it's one that will be remembered forever. The year 2020 has been definitely one out of the ordinary, but we can conquer it together. This is a milestone. Embrace, enjoy, treasure it, and get ready.
All right, and listen, it definitely has been a year, a year to
Absolutely.
remember. A
Yes.
year. And so, secondly, I ask the same thing to for you being a parent of college students. What advice and wisdom would you share to parents that are listening?
Parents, as our children are growing, we want to make sure that we are still guiding. As a parent, the student may feel that they're grown and they're off on their own. Please, please still continue to be that parent, guide them all the way.
And yes, and so I share with this opportunity every week to several college admissions people and recruiters that this video and these people that are listening and watching are coming from all across the country and the world. But I dare not leave or end this session with you without covering our international students. We have listeners from Boys and Girls Club of Spain listening.
Oh, awesome.
And so I want to ask the question, what is the admissions process for international students?
We have a very smooth application process for our students that are coming from across the world. It's very, it's simple. It's simple. We have students that study abroad as well. So we welcome everyone.
And so are there any type of financial aid assistance that Tennessee State provide for international students?
We do. We do offer that financial aid, and that is all based upon that free application that is completed and processed through financial aid department.
Okay, okay. All right. So I believe that is all for our international students. Those are the two questions that did come in today.
Okay.
Are there any other things that you would like to share with us today? While we taking time out of your schedule and to share on this live feed with us?
Just remember at Tennessee State University, our motto is where we think, we work, and we serve. And I
All right.
appreciate you having me today.
Hey, thank you so much for the opportunity, Miss Stacy, to come on today and share with us. We count it as an experience, in adding you to our family.
Thank
Uh,
you.
and so, anytime that you need us, we are here. And we look forward to coming and visiting Tennessee State once the pandemic is listening and we can get back on the road to travel.
Absolutely. I can't wait.
And we hope homecoming isn't canceled.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, listeners, hey, we thank you so much for tuning in today and sharing in this amazing opportunity with Miss Stacy. Listen, inside of the comment section, you will find a Google form which allows you to fill out a survey as we do each week. So that if you have any questions or any feedback that you would like to provide Tennessee State University of your experience and questions that they may be able to answer for you, to all of our seniors that are watching and to their parents, hey, take time to explore the links that are in the comment section so that you may be able to choose the best college and be comfortable parents with assuring that your child will get the best education possible at Tennessee State University. And so, as Miss Stacy said, her information is on the website. And if you submit the Google form, I can send it to her and she'll be in contact with you as well. If there's any other colleges that you would like to see to come on this live platform, again, put that in the Google form. We would love to have any recommendations just to help assist our club members and you that's watching with us today. So continue to share this live feed. Hey, and until Thursday, we'll see you then.